Are they gonna stop clapping?
I don't think they will. Either way, welcome everybody to BSG Annual 2019.
Oh, I can't. It's already been a year since the last one.
It's been such a blast, but we have had quite a change in the past year. I mean, you might have already seen it a little bit around, but this isn't Battle.
No, we're currently in a different venue, an even better venue, at least. So far, it's been pretty good.
It's been.
But we'll see throughout the week what else is going to happen. You never know.
Sure. But for the first time in BSG history, we actually get to do this from a hotel over in Van Rij, the Netherlands. So, yeah, I guess first and foremost, a huge shout out to the people from the hotel for supporting us and getting us a venue.
Yeah, and oh my god, I'm so excited for everything that's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fantastic week. We've got a lot of cool runs planned for you guys. So, I mean, we might as well get started with the runs, shall we?
Yeah.
Any specific ones that pop up right away?
Well, I know you're a big fan of the Pokemon games as well, but the opening run that we got coming up in a moment, the Diamond and Pearl, any % run. That's so good.
It's a really fun run for sure.
You think for a moment like, is this a regular Pokemon run? But like at about an hour in, then it's just...
Oh, we're having a little bit
of feedback on the speakers.
A little bit of feedback. They're working on it already. But yeah, we've got throughout the week we've got a bunch of randomizers coming. There's a very big one coming up, like about halfway through, I want to say.
Yeah, the Link to the Past and Super Metroid crossover randomizer co-op relay, not relay, co-op race.
Yeah.
I hope I said all the things correctly.
Yeah, something like that. It's two teams of two people, one doing Link to the Past, one doing Super Metroid, and then racing the other team in a randomizer setting. It's gonna be that one's definitely gonna be amazing. And of course there are plenty of other fantastic runs. These are just two we quickly picked out, but there are so many cool runs coming up. Be sure to check the schedule, see which ones you enjoy. And during these runs, we've got some incentives coming as well.
Yes, we do. There's like throughout the entire week, we got many incentives coming up, but I quickly want to highlight the first two that are coming up. The first one is actually going to be for the second run already of this marathon for Ninja Gaiden Black by Shui Bear. It is a choice for an outfit. I think you got 5 different choices or 4. Anyway, that one is going to be close off at the start of that run, so that one is actually coming up pretty soon. So if you want to...
It's only like an hour and a half away or something. It's really not much.
So yeah, that one's coming up really soon. So if you want to see some cool outfits which a ninja is going to be wearing, that one's a good incentive to go for. And later tonight, we actually got one of your incentives, actually.
Yeah, we've got for the Lufia 2 run, we've got the name incentive for the main character. We've got 2 goals. One of it, which is to do the entire run without any RNG manipulation, which makes the run quite interesting compared to actually manipulating every fight.
Lots of less RNG, I guess.
Definitely. Normally we manip a bunch of like 1 in 8 drops and whatnot. It's interesting having to do that without it. And additionally, there is an incentive to pick up an extra party member of sorts, a capsule monster. And we've actually been talking about this, and we're actually not going to be picking up the same ones either. We're going to go for different ones. So that's going to be a very interesting one as well. So those are open for later tonight, and then there's plenty more coming later on in the week.
But I want to also mention something else that has to do with donations, which is our stretch goal of reaching a certain donation, because we mentioned during the schedule release that there was going to be a bonus game is going to be on the schedule, and we're finally revealing it. It's going to be...
Go ahead.
I hope I say this correctly. It's Barney's Hide and Seek. No controller or something like that?
No controller co-op or something like that.
Yeah, something weird like that.
With the crowd with no controller, so it's gonna be quite something. It'll be about halfway through the marathon.
Yes.
And in order to get that in, you actually you can use we don't actually use the donations for that specific goal, but rather the total sum of donations raised up to that point. If we reach 4,000, that's about halfway through the marathon. By that point, you can find it in the schedule. we'll be doing the no controller Barney's hide and seek co-op with the crowd.
Yes, that's gonna be really, really cool. So definitely keep your eyes out for that. Definitely get your donations in for that as well. And should we mention a little bit about the charity that we're raising money for?
Yeah, for sure, because we are currently raising money for the Dutch Cancer Society. We've been working with them for a few years already. It's a nationwide organization that is committed to fighting cancer, as well, aiming for more cure, as well as a higher quality of life for those already battling the disease. All of your donations will be going to the Dutch Cancer Society, so just another reason to get them in.
Yes, and I believe you have some more reasons.
I have
that you
another
might
reason,
wanna
because
do some donations.
Yeah, we actually have some prizes for you guys. We actually have 2 running today, which are only going to be available today. One of which is, you might have already seen it before we started this, is going to be for a Legend of Zelda titanium ring. And there's going to be a donation for a canvas for one of the Super Smash characters.
Ooh.
Those are only going to be available, I believe, up until Pokemon Typing Adventure, if I'm saying it correctly. That's your run.
Yeah.
Every single day we'll have different incentives or different prizes to go for. And additionally, we've got one grand prize coming at the end of the week, which is open to everybody, even those that don't donate. You can find it under !grand prize. I'm quickly going to look over at the host to see if he can put that in chat.
I just saw from the moderation team that I got a thumbs up. So.
Fantastic. So to participate, you just have to follow the link there. It'll contain all of the prizes that we'll be handing out throughout the week. As a little bit of an incentive, though, for you to donate, if you do want to donate, is everybody that does donate over the course of the event gets a 3 times higher odds of winning. So you do actually get some bonus out of that, but even if you can't donate, you can always
can still win those wonderful cool prizes.
Yeah, you can still win that way. So a lot of cool stuff there. And I just want to give a huge shout out to Nintendo Core, which is a merch store who does a bunch of Nintendo goodies as well as several other merchandise. They are the ones sponsoring all of these prizes for us, so a huge thank you to Nintendo Core for that. Speaking of sponsors, I think we have a few more that we need to mention before
definitely.
we go over.
One I want to mention first is the one where we're not at our venue at the moment, but I want to give a quick shout out to the esports game arena in Alphen aan de Rijn. They've actually provided us with quite a few of the monitors that we're using during this event. So without them, we would have not have a lot of.
We would have been struggling, that's for sure. They came out at the last moment when it seemed like we weren't going to be able to make anything else work. And they provided us with a bunch of additional monitors, just making sure that we have enough for the stream as well as for the practice areas. So huge shout outs to the esports game arena for that. Shout outs also to Twitch, like they're letting us being able to use their platform to stream this on, and also providing us with some other additional things like providing front page time. So yeah, definitely super great for them as well, for them to. What is going on in the crowd? I have no idea. Either way, there is one last one that I do want to shout out. I mean, you guys probably all know and love them, but I want to give a huge shout out for the ESA crew for supporting the event once again and letting us stream our 2nd annual on the ESA channel. So yeah, thank you for all of the parties involved in just making this happen. And I do think we're gonna be moving on soon, if I'm not forgetting anything.
I think we mentioned everything that we should. Otherwise, we'll mention more stuff.
Yeah,
you'll be hearing our wonderful volunteers tell more about just
about everything
things.
as we go as we go along. So yeah, have fun with Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. That'll be coming up in a moment after we do a quick little bit of setting up still. And enjoy the event.